I beep 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 beep. Hard on but beep. I did it!
You did it, baby. I'm very proud of you.
Mom, I did it!
Hey, it's Key here. Good morning. I'm not gonna be looking at the camera. I'm focusing on driving because the green is light. The light is green now. But anyways, I ended up changing HB's car seat around today. I really didn't want to do it. I think she needed it. I have the Nuna Rava car seat, which I absolutely love for her. You can keep it rear face for a longer period of time. She's not at all over the height or weight requirement for it to be rear faced. So I basically was keeping it that way. But with Harley, like, she wants to hold my hand. She wants to be really entertained, feel like she's a part of the car ride and stuff. And I don't think she really feels that way with it being rear faced. So I was like, okay, I'm finally gonna turn her around, even though I really wish that I was able to keep her that way longer. But my baby don't want to be that way for longer. Like, she don't want to be that way at all. And I'm hoping that this will keep her a little bit more like entertained, and I won't have to break my arm. Here she is, she growing up. My baby's growing up. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's okay. It's okay. Mama gonna be all right. I'm going to record a key talk. It's been too MF long since I have recorded a key talk. Hi, how are you? Good. Thank you, you too. You like riding this way? You like facing the front? You want to go outside? You want to go daycare? Mommy be back with you later, okay? You want to put your mask? No? You say bye-bye. See you later. Okay, just so y'all know, Siri gets on my nerves. She really gets on my nerves. Today we are doing a key talk, a pull-up and I really gotta perfect it. A pull-up and park, pull-up and park type of thing. Pull-up and park. Yeah. Last video I did that really good. I gotta perfect it. Yesterday I had a doctor's appointment with my oncologist, and it really was like my first time getting an MRI since January. Y'all, it literally was crazy because I went through so many hoops trying to get this MRI authorized. My actual oncologist put in this MRI last month, and it wasn't until the day before when TRICARE Humana approved it. I don't know what the disconnect is between my oncologist and my actual PCM, but there's a disconnect, and I really wish that TRICARE Prime would make it so therefore it doesn't have to be the PCM that puts in the referral. I wish that the PCM could give those privileges to the actual oncologist or the specialist that you're seeing, so therefore you don't have to always go through them because they're not looped in, so they're not really tracking that you need this right then and there. And it's just like, now it's adding extra stress to my life because somewhere, somehow, the job's not being done. Finally, I got it approved, which was a blessing. I got it approved, and then yesterday I had my MRI appointment. I spent my whole day at appointments, y'all. Talking about I had an MRI, labs, appointment with my actual oncologist, then appointment with the palliative care person, then everybody else kind of like trickled in. It was like a whole party. At my last visit with my oncologist, I pretty much told them that the symptoms were getting worse. If you've seen like my last video, you know the reason why I cut my hair was because my hair was really shedding, it was thinning. I went ahead and cut it off. I could feel that it had grown. There was just a whole bunch of symptoms. I had been on the medication for like 3 months at that time, I believe, and I just wasn't experiencing truly any relief. Like, initially the pain level had went down, but then it like went back up. And then not only that, like I had to like catheterize myself so many times, y'all. I ended up going to the emergency room because I could not pee. Literally, not even like, okay, let's rewind, because there was one time where I thought I was gonna have to go to the emergency room, right? And I ended up not having to go to the emergency room. I wasn't able to like empty my bladder out all the way sometimes after that. One week, I can't remember what week it was, probably like 3 weeks ago now, 3-4 weeks ago, where I just could not pee at all. And everything that I usually can try to help myself pee was just not working. I had tried like different yoga positions. I tried walking. I tried drinking more water. I tried taking a shower. I tried all these things that typically kind of work before, but it just was not working this time. I had to take myself to the emergency room. Initially when I got there, the lady didn't understand that I was saying I literally cannot pee. I have not peed since the night before, and I need to be seen for not being able to pee. And she just told me like, oh, there's a bathroom behind you and I need you to fill this in. No, girl, I can't pee. Like, you're not understanding. What aren't you understanding? By the time I got back there, I actually had like 1,400 ml in me. And she said around 200 is when you start feeling like you gotta pee. They sent me home with a leg bag and a catheter attached. Hi guys, excuse my background. It's me here. Hello there. Give me a second, little one. This is my current situation. When I woke up, I was not able to use the restroom. I typically like can make myself go to the restroom, but this time I could not. Like, I literally could not. And I was so frustrated. I was so mad. I was sad. And I was like, this cannot be happening to me. And I was really on the verge of crying after probably like my 20th time trying to pee at home, because I tried like multiple times. Like, I literally tried multiple times and it wouldn't come out. And then it felt like when I was trying to force myself to pee, or when I was trying to pee, it felt like my tumor was like literally pressing on my vaginal canal. Like, it just hurt so bad. So eventually I just ended up getting her ready, getting myself ready, running out the door. And then we went to the emergency room. Mommy. What happened? Come here so I can kiss it. Feel better? So eventually I was able to get back there, and I just kind of kept walking back and forth because I could not sit down. Like, I don't know why like walking back and forth was helping me, but it was helping me a little bit, not that much, because it was just so much pressure in my bladder. And when they did the bladder scan, I think the doctor had told me like I have to at least be over 200 for them to like put a catheter in, or whatever case may be. But I was well over 200. So she was like attempting to put in the catheter, but she was having a hard time. I was sitting there and I was like holding my baby, and I'm trying to be strong because my baby's right there, but at the same time, like, I'm just feeling so many emotions. Like, all the emotions that I was feeling earlier that morning literally came rushing at me, and I just felt like tears welling up in my eyes. It didn't hurt. Like, it was really weird, really uncomfortable. But I started crying as soon as she got it in there, because it was like, oh my goodness, thank you, God. Like, thank you so much. I had that in for like a whole week. I ended up seeing my oncologist's office, and they basically told me how to like catheterize myself. So after that, I probably had to do it like 10 to 12 times within a 2-week span, maybe. Basically, I've been cathing myself every now and again. Like, the most I've had to do it throughout a day was twice. It's not a fun process, but I'm getting better at it, so it's just kind of like, that's okay. But I think I've been having a hard time like balancing both, like being okay with both, like having the understanding that this is going to get me to my actual purpose, but at the same time like truly feeling my emotions. Because sometimes I feel like if I feel my emotions to the point where I need to feel my emotions, am I sending that energy back into the universe where I'm going to receive that negativity? That has been really hard for me, really processing my emotions. And I already have a hard time processing my emotions anyways, and that just makes it 10 times harder now, having like this elevated knowledge. Basically, my oncologist told me it grew in the amount of like 4 months that I had like gotten my last MRI and been on the medication. Truly, like, it has grown. In that moment, I was so sad. Like, I just was really sad, and I wanted to cry, but at the same time, I was having such a good day. And I just didn't want to I didn't want that to mess it up. I didn't want that to throw off my day. But it did. It really did, if I'm being honest. It just didn't throw it off to the point where I felt everything and everything just became heavy. Basically, there were so many things thrown at me during that appointment, and I told them, there are certain things that are concerning to me. For one, the fact that it's grown since I've been on this medication. For two, the fact that I can't have an orgasm by my freaking self. That's a huge thing. Okay, I need to have an orgasm. I need to be able to release this stress, this tension and stuff. It's when I use my bullet, it feels good, don't get me wrong, but I need that release. But then also it was the options that they were giving me. So the two major options that they're giving me is actual chemotherapy, which I was already taking the chemotherapy pills, but actually getting a port in me and doing chemotherapy. Then the second option was cryoablation, which is basically freezing, going in, sticking a whole bunch of needles into that area directly where the tumor is, and freezing it. And hopefully over time, it'll die, it'll shrink off type of thing. I think my doctor is leaning more towards chemotherapy, but with chemotherapy, there are risks with infertility. And I do want to have more kids. Not at this time. I ain't even got nobody to have kids with at this time. But I do want to have more kids. But then also there's with the chiro, there's a few side effects from that, like swelling, might not possibly work. There's just a whole bunch of stuff to think about, really and truly. And I don't know where I am with it. I'm hoping that I can feel it by talking, because I need to feel it. It sucks. I thought I was going to take this medication and I thought it was going to get better. And it hasn't. It hasn't made any type of impact. He's given me 2 weeks to really get things together, really figure out exactly what I want to do specifically. And really and truly in this moment in time, it's what do I do? Where do I go? For me, it's I don't have friends and family here, as I discussed previously. I don't. And I need that support. I really do. But I also realize the support that I need is very different, and some people just can't provide the support that I need. And so I need to find people that can provide that for me the way that I need it, because that's important. Sometimes people can't give to you if they can't give to themselves, or if they don't have the capacity to give to themselves. And understanding that, I realized some of the people that are in my circle don't have that. But also, I was talking to my friend Kia, who prayed with me yesterday, and I'm so thankful for her, truly thankful for her. And while we were talking, I realized we both are in similar situations, but so different. And I told her the biggest thing is not feeling you're in control of your body, because you have something going on that kind of takes away from you being able to do certain things at some time. And when she was talking and when I was talking, it helped me realize that I am so blessed to have her, because she does understand how it feels. And that's what I want. That's what I need. I need someone to actually understand how it feels. Obviously, different type of people offer different type of support in your life in different ways. The way they offer support is very different. My camera is about to die, so I'm probably gonna have to finish this later, but I'll probably make a part 2 if this cuts off. There it goes.